today I saw that not Domino's, false advertising. Not Domino's, Pizza Hut, that one, you know, one of the other pizza chains that exists. So they have a sausage pizza now that has Beyond Meat in it. And I'm a vegetarian, not a vegan. I still eat cheese. Cheese is very good. And I wanted to try it. So I got my Pizza Hut pizza with Beyond Meat sausage. It looks good, I think. I mean, it looks like pizza. I guess you wouldn't really mess that part up if you just substituted one ingredient. So I don't know why I didn't expect it to look like pizza. It does have a very interesting smell. Don't know how to describe it. Different than most smells of pizza that I've ever smelled before. Could have been the guy's car who delivered it here. If you're picking up what I'm putting down. But yeah, here's our pizza. It also has diced tomatoes, red onions, and banana peppers on it. So I'm into it. Okay, so that first bite was no fake meat. Tasted like pizza. It tastes like sausage. Truly, it does. I can taste that it's fake, but it tastes like sausage. You know? It still tastes good. This is good. A little bit expensive. You know, it's like they have one that's just a sausage, and that's $15 for a large, which is this big. This one was like $18.99 because it has all the other stuff on it. So, like with delivery fee, tip, all that stuff, it was like $30 because I tip my delivery drivers. So I'll tell you, this is much better than the last time I had, like, I don't know what I should call this, like compromise pizza. So I was vegan in college for 6 months, and that's a whole story. But at one point, I really, 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 really wanted pizza because I can't go like 4 minutes without wanting pizza now. But that was like 6 months. We can get into the whole story about why I was vegan at another time. It's not that important right now. But I remember I was really craving pizza. So we wanted to go to get some pizza, and we drove up to Seattle, which was like 45 minutes away, because there was this vegan pizza place. And this is 2010. So there aren't a lot of options, not a ton of options yet, even in Seattle. Like, it wasn't quite as expansive or like accessible as it is now. And so we drove all the way up, and I was super excited the whole time because I was like, yes, I'm gonna get this pizza. I've been wanting this pizza for like a week and a half. And I remember we got it, and the cheese just looked like plastic. And I took a bite, and it was just like, no, this isn't good. This isn't very good. And I think it was at that exact moment, because up until then, the whole vegan thing was fine. Like, I could have kept going, no problem. Like, I had already determined that the reason why I was doing it was a flawed reason to get into it. And like, I felt kind of stupid, but I could have kept going. But at that moment, everything changed, and I was just like, no, this has to end now. This has to end as soon as I possibly can make it happen. So I think that was like November, December, and I stopped in February because it was like exactly 6 months or what? Yeah, I stopped in February because it was 6 months from when I started. So the reason I was okay, TW, you're gonna make me tell this stupid story. The reason I was a vegan was because, you know, you when you go to college, you want to connect with the people who you're going to be living with. So this is like pre going to college. This is the summer in between your senior year of high school and in your freshman year in college. And you want to meet these people. You want to get to know them before you get there. So you can like basically be on a higher social standing than anybody else. You can be like, I already know this person, so I can't be the biggest loser on campus. Like that's really why anybody does it. And so there was a Facebook group for my college, and it was like class of 2014. And so I joined it and I started talking to these people, and like there was this one person I started talking to, and I found out that she was going to live on the floor that I was living on. And this is a small school. So like my floor was 16 people, I think, total, which is not a lot. A lot of bigger schools, you'll have floors that have like up to, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't go to a big school, but I feel like there are floors that probably have like hundreds of people, maybe. I don't know. Could be bullshitting you right now. And so, you know, I'm like, okay, this girl lives on my floor. Like she's one of no people that live on my floor, basically. So, and I haven't made contact with my roommate yet, because my roommate is, I don't know where. I've been trying to contact him and I can't. They gave you his name and they give you his phone number and address, and I tried to reach out to him and I could not get a hold of him. So like this girl's the only person I know who lives on my floor. And it just so turned out that she was kind of cute and I was kind of into her. And so we start talking, and this whole talking process goes on throughout the entire summer, and we're getting really excited to meet up, and we learn more about each other, and I figure out that she's a vegan. I didn't even know what a vegan was at that point. It was 2010. Like that, even in California, I had no idea. Vegetarian, I understood that much because my sister was one, but vegan was like, you're what now? I don't quite follow. So I find out that she's a vegan, and like, this is a girl that I'm into. I want to impress. And so I was like, you know, there was this one trip that we had done in high school. Tita was there. It was like a choir trip we did. And prior to going, I decided I was a very large high school student, like size wise. I was very heavy. And so before going on this trip in high school, I was like, I'm going to stop drinking sodas. So like, this is the time where I'm going to stop drinking sodas. And for whatever reason, that one experience where that happened, I was like, this is a new life thing that I will claim to do, where anytime I go someplace new, I make a great, huge change in my life. And so in this moment where I'm talking to this girl and I find out that she's a vegan and I like her, I'm like, you know, I'm about to go to this new place and I make these grand sweeping changes to my life when I go someplace new. So you know what? I'm going to try being vegan too. And so, you know, the conversation from there goes great. Like she's super excited about that. And like we talk to each other. We get to campus the first day, we meet up. It's hard not to because we live on the same floor. We're like literally 2 doors down from each other. And it's like the first day, the first couple days, she's like, you know, we do all the orientation stuff together. We go shopping for stuff. Like she helps me pick out like vitamins that I'm going to need if I'm going to be a vegan. Sorry, I'm like burpy because of the carbonation from the White Claw. She helps me pick out like vitamins that I'm going to need if I'm going to become a vegan. We do have like some sort of relation, but then like within 3, like I think I got there on like Friday. And so on Sunday was like the last day of things. So like my parents are still there. All the parents are still there. It was like one last day of like the school president talks, all this stuff. And after that day, after that Sunday, I think there was like a freshman orientation, like don't drink too much meeting where like I sat next to her and it was great. And then after that, we basically never talked for the rest of time. Like I would say the rest of the semester, but that doesn't even cover it. Like the rest of time, we never spoke again. But I had already gone through the orientation process and introduced myself as like that guy who is a vegan now. And I was only vegan because of this girl. So I couldn't reverse course on that. So I was just like, well, I'm just gonna do this for 6 months, I guess. And so that's why I was a vegan. So I ended up dating a girl, and that's the girl I went to. And she was not a vegan. She ate, she had no dietary restrictions. And she was the one who was like, let's go to get some vegan pizza. And that's the story of me eating vegan pizza and hating it and not ever wanting to be a vegan again. And then today I get this pizza with vegetarian sausage. So thank you, Pizza Hut, for allowing me to relive those precious memories. Does this count as hydration, by the way? Close enough, right? I think so. I think it counts.